All right. Hey, I'm Andrew.
I'm Luke.
Um,
I'm Jacob.
we're Team 5. We're talking about our scenario 100 spreadsheet. Um, okay, let's start here. Okay, so for Taj, um, in the early months, I just kept the production at 2,800, which it was set at, I believe, 3,000. Um, I just kept it down. And then once you kind of go through to about August, I bumped up the production prices to 3,500 and 4,000, kind of just to keep it up, especially during like the winter months. For Alley Cat, I just kept everything at 5,000. It's hard to keep everything up on there, but it's definitely good when you can keep the production up for the summer sales. There's lost sales, but I just wanted to make sure that my Edgar would be able to not have any lost sales or anything um, with that. I did end up having right around 135, which isn't bad, but if we can kind of just keep the production up of Alley Cat during the summer months and keep our Edgar and Taj kind of just consistent throughout the entire year, we should be pretty good.
All right, I'll go. Share my screen. All right, can y'all see my Excel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So I kind of worked backwards on mine. Um, I put just the perfect amount so that I would have a finishing inventory of 0. But I have work orders going all the way up, so we won't run into any cancellation issues. So for Taj Mahal, I ended with 312,699. With Alley Cat, I did somewhat of the same thing. Um, I just wanted to make sure that it didn't have any lost sales for Taj Mahal or Alley Cat. So I ended with 393,497. And then here, Edgar is where I had a lot of lost sales. I was okay with having lost sales here because the price of Edgar is the lowest one here. And I was also okay with sitting on 6K because, yeah, I mean, sitting on a bunch of cases of beer was going to be inevitable. So I'd rather it be at the absolute lowest price. So cumulatively, I ended with 176,255. Yeah. All right.
All right. Give me a moment. All right. You guys see my screen?
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
All right. So I ended up with a valuation of 160K or 161-ish. I kind of kept the production rate like kind of steady for Taj Mahal, and then ended up with a 312. Okay, but I mean, I was and during the summer I kind of bumped it up a little bit, but nothing crazy. And then for Alley Cat, I thought I would make the productions a little higher during like January, February, kind of like when it's not really popping as much, but just to get the inventory high up. So yeah, I did that. I had some lost sales, but yeah. So I ended up with 390ish on there, and then Edgar, a lot of lost sales, but it's like the least profitable product. So I wasn't really worried about that too much. But I was kind of like just really stayed focused on Alley Cat because that was our most profitable, and it did pretty good by yeah, just stocking up the inventory in the early months. And yeah, 160K. That's my valuation.
Okay.
All right.
Um, so overall, I think I would use Luke's um, or Jacob's. I feel like we kind of just want to get the most profit out of it after our first kind of run. We, I think we were under, weren't we? We were at like 91,000,
Yeah. Yeah,
89,000.
something like that.
So I think if we kind of just keep up Alley Cat during those like months, kind of bump it up in the beginning so that we have inventory. We should be pretty good.
I also think that Taj Mahal, we should do our absolute best to not lose any sales. Taj Mahal is like as you can see, it's the biggest money maker there. I think that's something that we really need to prioritize. You know, everybody always is Alley Cat, Alley Cat, Alley Cat, and then they forget about Taj. I think and that's what happened to us. I think if we really prioritize Taj and we stick with Alley, I think we'll be all set. And
Yeah, just to
just
bounce off that, like I kind of agree to prioritize Taj, and then bump up the inventory a little bit in the beginning of the months to stock up the inventory for summer. And like again with Edgar, like we don't really. I mean, we obviously we need to worry about it a little bit, but like it's not a super profitable beer. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really too worried about having some lost sales in that category.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some lost sales in Edgar, but as long as we keep up Taj and Alley Cat, we should be totally fine.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
So, how do we? So actually, I have a question for you guys because I don't know if this is the case or not. Do you guys know if the numbers that were given in the scenario 100 planning spreadsheet are like accurate to the scenario 100? Do you
I
know if
believe
those are?
so. Yeah. I believe they're pretty accurate. So I think if we do keep up with either of your guys's,
Yeah.
we should be fine. Did you stop the recording?
No.
Okay.
I'm just running.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay,
think it
actually, yeah, that makes
is.
sense, right? Because it's
Yeah, that would make
1240
sense.
cases. Okay, yeah. All right. So then here, let's see what else we can hit on. We need to assign team roles right now in this meeting.
Yep.
We need to discuss. Okay, so actually, backtrack. Scenario 100 planning sheet. Do we want to just have one that we use as a like a backbone of some kind? Or
Yeah, we could.
all right,
Yeah.
We
y'all
should.
want to use mine? Y'all want to do
Yeah, we
that?
can use yours.
Yeah.
We'll have it in the background.
All right, easy, quick, done deal.
Yep. I can
Um,
also
yeah, what's up?
do production.
Okay, you wanna? Okay, yeah,
Um,
you wanna do roles now? Should we assign roles?
yeah, let's do some roles. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there's the guy who deals with all the numbers, who's looking at all the numbers. There's the guy who does the production queues, like queues production orders, and looks at the work center. And then there's the guy, the third guy, who does a little bit of everything, but we also need a guy that's doing safety checks to make sure that we're on track with our progress. And so yeah, we can whoever wants to do something. Um,
For sure.
what do y'all want to do?
Jacob, do you want to do kind of the safety checks, kind of just to make sure that numbers are looking correct, and you can kind of be like, hey, like put more production in or whatnot, or
Yeah. Yeah.
less.
I can do that.
Okay.
All right, what do you want me to do? I'll do whatever.
Well, you're gonna have your spreadsheet up,
Yeah,
and then I guess you could sit there and kind of like,
you want to be
I
numbers?
guess, guide me in a sense. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. All right, and then you're gonna be our
Okay.
production orders guy. All right, sounds
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
Um, and then okay, so we've run through all of our scenario planning sheets.
Yep.
We've discussed which one we want to use. So we have a template now. We have done roles. Now we just need to fill work orders. So I'm gonna share my screen. Actually, who's our work order filler? That would be you, Andrew. You want to share your screen and go to
Yeah.
Scrimmage
Let me
Sim and
pull it
fill
up
some work
real
orders?
quick.
So what? So hold up. If I take a look, I'm gonna share my screen real quick while you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Um, can you all see my screen? Jacob, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I started off actually having zero production for Taj Mahal. Just to so I had zero for Edgar essentially, and I had zero for um, Taj Mahal, and I started off straight out the bat with 10,000 coming in January. Just all of January was 10,000 Alley Cat, which gave me a great boost to get all the way down and like not lose any sales. We can try something like that. That's just like for the first 2 months, it would just be um, stacking on Edgar, and then transitioning to Taj Mahal, or sorry, stacking on Alley Cat and then transitioning to Taj Mahal. I don't know if you guys want to do that or not. It's up to you.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, we can
I
do
think
that.
that's a good
Okay.
idea.
All right.
Yep.
So
I've got it
then
pulled up, so let me
let me
just
stop
share my
sharing my
screen real
screen.
quick. Um, I believe it's this one. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, we'll definitely throw in some alley cat for sure, just kind of bump it up a little bit. But like you said, we want to keep up the Taj, so we'll create a
Oh,
production order of
another thing.
alley cat.
Um, in the spreadsheet, they're like production order values. I don't know about your guys, but I did not do them in increments of 1,240. Like I did
Okay.
them, so like in February I had 1,141 of Taj created. Then I had 3,561 of Taj created. Then 3,596. You know, so it's not really like,
Yeah, so you
do
don't
you
have
know
to
what I'm saying?
continuously keep going. You could bump it up and bump it down. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I get that.
So I
Okay,
just did,
so
yeah. I'll
yeah,
let you do it.
okay, so I've got an alley cat in there.
Yeah,
Um, I'll throw a Taj in there. Do you guys like just 1240? Just what it's at?
yeah. I mean, so
Okay.
here's the thing. If we follow a spreadsheet, then we do all alley cat. If we want to divert from that, that's fine. Then we do that. Then we do, you know, seven of alley
Yeah,
cat and one of Taj. It's up to you.
I do. I like that. I do like that.
Okay.
Okay. Let's create another one, and then we could change this. What do you think we should change to?
I say you just keep it at. I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to do full alley cats or do you want to do Taj as well?
We'll
I
definitely do
say
some
we
Taj for
increment
sure.
a little bit of Taj in there,
Yeah, I think
but
we
Okay, yeah.
increment a bunch.
Then I would just keep the increments at 1240 for right now. Stack,
Yep.
do a Taj, throw a Taj in there,
Sure.
and then just stack the alley cat. Like the Edgar is still fine. The
Yep.
Edgar, if we take a look at the spreadsheet, the Edgar started losing sales in March. Like I really didn't
Okay.
prioritize Edgar until September. So
Okay. So yeah, I went two alley cat, one Taj, two alley cat, one Taj.
sure, that works.
Okay.
yeah, I like that.
Is that good? We have, I believe, six orders.
We should have eight in there.
We should have eight.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Okay.
throw two more alleys in there.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so what are we working with right now?
So we've got two alley cats, a Taj. We've got two alley cats, a Taj, and two alley cats.
Okay, sounds good.
So we just know that when we start it, we're gonna throw another Taj in there. But I think if we
Yeah,
consistently just keep the Taj and alley cat, then
yeah.
we should be pretty good. And then obviously throw a couple Edgars in there and
Um,
sometimes.
okay. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I'm just worried right now that if we don't start stacking alley cat, because we have reserves to work with, right? Like we have Taj Mahal reserves to work with. If we don't stack the alley cat right now, we're gonna have lost sales 1,000% in the summer. Like if we're not
Correct.
maxing out right now. Like I spent like 4 hours in the spreadsheet. Like I was literally just checking every possibility.
Yeah.
If we don't max it out right from the start, we will 1,000% have lost sales.
so
But
just
I
bump
Okay.
mean,
up inventory.
of like we will
If you,
lose Alley Cat and then Taj, we can keep it consistent, yeah, but we're just gonna lose out on a bunch of money. I mean, it's fine, it's okay, but as long as you're aware that
Okay.
you're the one calling the shots here.
Yep. No, I agree. As long as we just kind of keep up the alley cat for summer, then we should be pretty good.
All right,
Just bumping it all the way. So yep.
sounds good.
Cool.
yeah,
Cool. Then I think that concludes our meeting. Um, any final thoughts from you two?
No,
No?
nah,
just calling it out today.
that was
Perfect.
it.
Then I'll see y'all in class.
All right,
Sounds
cool.
good.
All right. See you.
Did you